said maybe late eighties.
Bob said maybe late eighties now. Hey, Will.
How's it going?
Yeah, mom's in her late eighties.
So, did, she had a hip replaced?
Yeah, she fell and she was on the eagle to get some respite. And then she was on the eagle, she fell in the shower. Yeah.
She fell again when she was at Vernon.
And that's what surgeon surgery.
One of those things that either breaks and it falls, or it falls and it breaks, one of the.
All right, it's 4 o'clock, that calls me in the closers community order. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Working, Bill Black is absent, Pace
Here.
and Thompson.
Here. We have a quorum. At this time, I'll entertain a motion to approve the agenda.
So moved.
Moved by Mr. Thompson, any discussion? Seeing all in favor of approving the agenda, say aye. Aye. Those opposed, no. There's agreed to. Madam Clerk, are there any citizens who decided to speak at all?
They're gonna sign up.
All right. I have no presentations, I just have we have a lengthy docket here today, and I appreciate all of you being here today. So we'll begin here. On the unfinished business, item A, Hillcrest Mediation Circle, discussion of possible improvements, review of options, scope, possible cost, funding options, and recommendation to town council. So I will, you want to take this, anything you want to say about the general?
Well, I printed this off for you because I don't believe Infomark has that. This is just like a very basic protocol, and then this is the items that are needed for replenishment probably every other year.
And I think this, at all for the Hillcrest Center.
I didn't get you one, I'm sorry.
Okay. Okay. We do have a quote for you all. You have right there, yeah. So, there's a quote right there though that was provided for using Mr. Roach's service if possible for the maintenance of the Hillcrest Cemetery. And I just want to see how this committee feels about how to handle that. There you go, right ahead.
The cutting of the field section, I mean, that hasn't been done. It was done maybe one time last summer, I think, and that needs to be,
And that's the most expensive that Mr. Roach will provide.
but that's twice a year.
Yeah.
It's not huge, so it's.
No, it's not that large.
Just keep it down.
I don't know if this committee wants to hire Mr. Roach to handle the maintenance. So he's done, the cemetery work, he's done town property, not town hall for it. This would be outside his duties, though, on the police department, obviously.
What time frame is this?
I wasn't given a time frame though, just.
For the actual field part,
Mm.
I think he said it would take about maybe 2 hours.
Well, I mean.
Like what?
Is this a contract for a year?
Yes,
Or is it?
yes, for a month, a year, or?
Looks like to me, just based on the fact it's been, should be only twice a year.
Some of these things won't be done once every so often.
Yeah, like, well, it's also mentioned the last part here, with the cutting of the field section should only be done twice a year whereas needed.
Yeah, and he's not gonna be, he might spray for weeds every month, and pine needles would be.
Every other year, just as
Yeah,
needed.
yeah.
Mm.
This sounds fair, I would approve this. I mean, he's done a pretty good job out front, I think.
Is there any other comments from other council members who are not on the committee or also town staff about this at all? Go right, Mr.
Just
Bill.
one question. On the first 2 lines, one says weekly and one says bi-weekly, so you only need one of them, right? So we either need to, if we wanna cut it on a weekly basis, it's $70 a week. If we wanna cut it every 2 weeks, it's $75 every 2 weeks. So we wouldn't do both of those. Am I reading that right? Why is it?
That's right.
Okay. So I think we just need, y'all, decide. I'm not on the committee, I just want to clarify.
That's probably, cut it twice, I mean, every 2 weeks, then it would be.
I mean,
well,
it's how,
Then you gotta.
that's why I said a little more, I would think, but it may need to be cut.
Yeah, well, I mean, only that though, if you use one of the options,
It'll be
the
one
total
of
will be
those.
less, it'll be less, so.
And there's a pendulum on it, right?
Yeah.
Whether you need one or two.
Makes difference.
Well, and having the total
Yeah,
on here,
fair.
having the total on here really doesn't really make sense.
No, it's.
Because it's, you know, $75 a week, but then the cutting and field section is only twice a year, so really that shouldn't be included in the total.
It doesn't, but
So
that-
it's a little bit, you know.
I really, this is not so much, you probably shouldn't have totaled it, it just. should have
Right,
put-
itemized.
Yeah,
things,
itemized each thing that
Yeah,
you're doing.
à la carte
and then,
services, correct, à la
yeah.
carte.
Yeah, yeah. But, still satisfying.
Right.
And again, the only thing I'll throw in there again.
Yes, please, sir.
This is, you know, these requirements do fall under, is what we're paying Infomark on their, contract.
Well, that's so weird, because when we first got
So
Infomark,
it comes off the Infomark.
It's part of the cemetery, and Infomark
It
has
does.
responsibility for the cemetery.
but that's
Go ahead,
not
Ms.
what we told before.
They have done, and when it first came in, then it was taken away from them,
I got you.
and then, and so they backed off of it, and then it came back, and after a couple of years, when things were established, we said.
Yeah, I think, yeah, they couldn't keep it up tall enough.
Well,
Yeah.
Well, it's up to the committee to decide on how they wanna go about this though, I mean,
Let me say one more thing.
go right ahead.
Okay, when the Hillcrest Reflection Cemetery is new, when Town Hall when we first hired Infomark, they said that it was not their job to do the front of Town Hall because it was new. So I don't see anywhere that the reflection circle is Infomark. How did it all become Infomark when they refused to do the front of Town Hall because we put new bushes in?
I have no idea about the front of town
Did
hall
they
piece.
tell
I do
you?
know that when you look in the contract, it says
I'd
they
love
are
to see
responsible,
it.
they are responsible for the cemetery. They're responsible for the upkeep of the cemetery.
Let's try to have
I'd like to see
a,
it.
let's
So
not try to have.
that's just what the contract
Well,
is.
either way, it gets taken out of Infomark's pay, right? Right?
Once it goes into it won't, because once that money goes into the maintenance cap, we don't pull it out unless we spend it in the maintenance cap.
It won't. We don't have, I mean, the thing is though,
We gotta spend it one way or the other.
It's gonna get spent, but unfortunately, the way that accounting side goes, once it's in the maintenance cap, if we're gonna spend things on contract with maintenance cap, we have to spend it through the Infomark side. If you're not gonna spend it through the maintenance cap, that money just stays there.
Stays there.
They're paying it, it's under their contract, whether they get paid for it or, you know, whether they do it or not, but that's just how the finances work.
But in the long run, this is probably as cheap or cheaper than Infomark charges anyway.
well, let me play devil's advocate here though, play devil's advocate. Would it be open maybe to have Infomark handle parts of the things that are laid out though, while also hiring Mr. Roach to handle things such as the cutting and field section of Little Providence Cemetery, which is the one that seems to be the most dire need of everything there though? Would it be like a hybrid method?
Have you seen the reflections though?